What's good, everyone? It is officially Wednesday, and you guys know what that means. It's time for another chapter of Kengan Omega. Kengan Omega, chapter 265. Live reaction from here on out for the tournament, as we've already said many times. Aviator's still on. Let's just check it. Let's get right into chapter 265. Dance of the Scorpion. Okay. Alright. At least it's not a centipede, right? A lot of people would be agreeing with me in the sense that, like, I personally, the worm plotline does not bother me as much as it bothers so many others. But, you know, for all of you that it does bother, at least it's not a centipede. It's a scorpion, alright? Slightly different. Alright, so let's go. 2 months earlier, first page. Oh, we're doing a flashback. The title match for Underground Martial Arts Promotion Issa Dragons. Oh, this is how our emo kid is going to obviously have won his title. No false starts, no false starts. Alright, you really had to say it twice? Let the contest begin. Okay. The current champion, the full contact karate wanderer, Oka Kenshin. Really? Really? You're going to take such a hardcore, classic shonen name like Kenshin? The Batosai himself? You're going to take one of the top shonen protagonists, classic of all time, and give it to a guy who's just going to show up in a flashback to job to an emo kid? Mid-chapter immediately. Okay, so, and also his epithet, the full contact karate wanderer. Not the karate wanderer, not the fist wanderer, the full contact. Hyphen included. Karate wanderer. Okay, everything about this is just, and he is such a basic design, like my, okay, there was no thought put into this whatsoever. Let's see. A traditionalist, huh? I'm gonna want to keep him at arm's length. Alright. The challenger, Grin. The bounty hunter, Sakigake Hiraku. Okay. Sakigake Hiraku is 28 years old. So he's not really an emo kid. He's more like an emo adult. He's the love child of Umai Rikigoro, Dawn of the Boya Group, one of the 3 great crime syndicates of Japan. He was spoiled by Rikigoro during childhood and wanted for nothing. At the age of 5, he began learning traditional karate for self-defense. That's usually what these guys who are young but are so strong and so, like, lean, and they have this, like, great physical tone and stuff. It's like these are kids who grew up in that situation, you know, like gym dads or, you know, taekwondo, karate, jiu-jitsu, things that are really common in North America. It's like, oh, they started going there when they were, like, in elementary school or first year of junior high, and that's why they're so fit today, you know what I mean? And disciplined, too, of course. It wasn't long before he demonstrated his tremendous talent. He won several tournaments and came to be known as the Wonder Child of Tokai. Okay. Boom. At the age of 23, he transitioned to the underground. Well, I mean, if he's part of a crime syndicate, he would know of the underground. So he did legit tournaments, and now he fights in the underground. Oh, he got a strike in, and it's wavering, but strong defense from Kenshin here. Oka's closed the distance. He rushes forward. Boom, boom, boom. He's pummeling him. And that's smarts. Those low punches are bad news. Alright, so he's putting him on his toes. You're in full contact range now. There's no escape. And so Kenshin continues to go forward. He's defending everything, but still, it still hurts. Defending without goalie level body gear and stuff is not something that you can do indefinitely. It's still doing a lot of damage to your forearms and stuff, and if we don't have Indestructible or something like that, or somebody like Julius or Waka's body type, it's always going to hurt. Taking a full contact blow from anybody, even if you have your guard up, is still going to smart. And now he's just a relentless barrage. We'll use barrage. That's a fun word. Let's use barrage. He can't get away. Those punches are going right to the core. Between their styles of karate, it looks like full contact karate has the upper hand in pure physicality. I mean, once you close the distance, yeah, it's sort of like fighting, you know, long range fight. Like, Kind of a weird thing to say, realistically, because everyone sort of knows that, but okay. Hama-style karate, infinite punch. You can never escape my range. Thwop. And it's obviously a leg kick. It looks like he brought his leg up and dropped it right down upon his shoulder blade. Boom, and down. Is he down? The champion's down. It's a changing of the guard. We have a new champion right before the real championship begins. So this was like right before, okay. Well, it did say 2 months. Let's see. I don't like full contact karate, you see. It's not elegant enough. Alright, so is that what he did? So he was constantly punching, and then he managed to get his leg up and down before another punch went through the guard. A little hard to believe, honestly, because we're seeing it from such an odd angle. But, I mean, okay, he's obviously incredibly quick. So, still, had he messed up the timing at all, he would have been wide open to some serious damage, I would say. Bringing your leg sweep up high. Obviously, you only have 1 foot of balance. Your leg's exposed. There's a lot going on there. But let's see. So he says, so we're back to the present, and he says, I don't like full contact karate. You see, it's not elegant enough. Excuse me? What'd you say? This is Justin. Let's see. Just think about it. If you take away punches to the face, all you have is 2 men throwing body blows like idiots at an unnaturally close range. I mean, like, he's not wrong, but that's like saying, judo sucks because all it is take away throwing, and all it is 2 men wrestling around on a floor. It's like, it's still a martial, like, it's kind of an odd simplification for a martial artist, Like, I understand people who make fun of certain sports, like baseball or NASCAR or golf or something like that. It's like, oh, look at me, I can drive in a circle. I'm so talented. I'm an athlete. People who don't understand how difficult it is to go 200 miles an hour, yada, 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 with 40 other people on the road. Like, I understand why people can make that oversimplification, but generally you don't hear it from professional level drivers, and you don't hear it from, once again, NASCAR sports fans. So the fact that this guy is a martial artist bitching about a branch of his own style of fighting in this way is kind of odd, I don't know. I find that very strange. But let's see. Let's continue the reaction. I can't stand classical karate either. Partial training is simply barbaric. Alright, so he really is living up to the look at me, I'm so pretty face. He's living up to the, yeah, okay. It's like, oh no, I could never just exchange body blows, or don't bloody my perfect face, sort of, yeah. He's got that pretty boy, emo cut, two-toned hair, yeah, okay. I know there's words for that, but I feel like nowadays, emo kid is like the only one that I know I'm pretty sure won't get me in trouble with somebody. I'm sure that any other word I can come up with nowadays is going to be offensive to somebody somewhere, so just trying to keep that out of it, but I don't know what else to call him. I guess the bounty hunter, but I don't see how he's a bounty hunter yet, Like, we just saw how there was a changing guard 2 months ago. He just became the current champion. He's part of the crime syndicate. But if he was the bounty hunter, wouldn't he be a hitman? And if he was a hitman for his father, where's the backstory on that, So it just seems a little... I don't know. It's a weird epithet, considering that he doesn't appear to be an assassin or a hitman, thus far anyways. But, alright, so... Fight! Let's see some action. Alright, yeah, ref. Careful there, miss. We live in an age of diversity now. You gotta respect people's values that differ from your own. Just being the people's champion right now, It's a guy being the people's champion. It's like, and I love that he called him miss. My, how enlightened of you, boy. There's a few I just said that I didn't want to try to offend anyone with words that shouldn't offend fucking anybody. Calling a black guy boy. Yeah. Just gonna trail off on that one and move on. I'm gonna leave that one hanging in the air uncomfortably. But you see my point, right? No, you racist emo guy. No, I don't. But what could be more elegant in karate than delivering a killing blow at long range? God, sounds like you're in the wrong martial art to me. I don't know. Well, if you like long-ranged attacks so much, why don't you just pick up archery? Alright, Justin with all the facts, and now not only do we know that this guy is full of himself, don't get the bounty hunter epithet, he's also racist. Okay. Not a whole lot to love about this guy. So let's see. Justin once again is dashing forward. Flick, and once again, Justin takes the full punch from this ultra fast motion, this long range punch of motion attack. Range of motion, I should say. Boom, he takes the hit. Boom, he seems to stop. They collided head on. Holy shit, Justin just got knocked back even though he's heavier. And let's see. And then our emo kid notices something. And what? Oh, but he only got knocked back far enough, and then he sprung. He used the momentum, it looks like, to then spring himself from the backwards momentum and lurched himself forward using the ball of his feet, and launched himself full throttle at him and managed to get right around him and grasp him, tackling him. Yes, he got him, says Kim. Okubo looks like he got the timing down. Oh, one of those. He kept taking the punches, doing the same attack to figure out the difference. Ugh, this is gross. Of course you would think that. I hate getting down and dirty like this. God, this character keeps just going from bad to worse. It's like when you make a character, when you make a character that's all like, I'm so beautiful. You know, you have to give them some reoccurring. You have to give them something to make it positive, right? Because this type of character isn't new. All the traits this guy is showcasing are all very tropey for shonen characters and stuff. You know, and if you make them like, oh, I hate getting dirty, this is so gross, everything's nasty, everything should be beautiful. No matter what time I start to try to do a reaction, the phone is always going to ring, and I never remember to turn the ringer off. But anyways, sort of lost my train of thought there, but the point is that when you make characters with a faulty trait, one of those traits that people cringe at, whether they're sort of pervy like Sanji or Moroku or somebody like that, you give them redeeming qualities outside of that, right? You know, like certain aspects, certain other personality traits that make them likable. Sunny from Toriko is a perfect example of this. Oh no, I hate things that are gross and slimy and disgusting, blah blah blah, don't touch me. But then he's got his own redeeming qualities. This sucker right here doesn't seem to have any of them. He doubles down on so far 3 terrible personality traits and not a single redeeming one. You know, so far. Granted, that could change. I'm just saying that so far he's shown himself to be the whole, oh, gross, I'm a pretty boy, get away from me, I'm so elegant, I'm so beautiful, you know, I like the art form, I like this, I like that. That's sort of very cringy sort of thing. He's got that. He's got the, obviously now, racist. And then on top of all that, he's got that whole, like, as a martial artist, he has no respect. As Justin was trying to say, you don't have respect for other martial arts that do things because you don't think it's good. Therefore, that sort of ties into the first one, but I think it's almost a separate thing. The fact that as a martial artist, he doesn't have any admiration or respect for martial arts outside of the one he practices. The specific sect of the style that he practices is like the do or die, and nothing else seems to be good enough. That's very arrogant, so he's got a lot of arrogance and ego on top of just being this 28-year-old guy so far with no, you know what I mean? So, yeah, generally speaking, what I'm summarizing is he needs some redeeming qualities you know, if we're supposed to ever root for him, you know. So yeah, let's see. So Justin pushes forward. Oh, he just, continuing the reaction, he just weathered the wrestler's tackle. Yamagohan says, it looks like he's learned a few grappling moves, but the wrestler's got the upper hand in this position. Let's see. But he's got his hand in the armpit. Seems to be. He's controlling himself impressively against a real wrestler. Yeah, but Justin's got the better grappling moves. Sakigake is gonna want to watch out for that. And then flip. Oh, is this a little bit of... I don't know if that's wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, or whatever, but he managed to sort of go down on his side and start to flip him into maybe like an arm lock or something. Or just twist out of the hold altogether, but get him down on the ground. Nice, he got on top, he flips. Let me show you something, boy. This is traditional karate's scorpion. So, once again, he's not a worm, he's not a centipede. But come on, guys, is he not acting like one? Scorpion kick. And that ends the chapter. Okay, so from that position, he managed to lift himself up into a plank position and fling almost like a stinger against the scorpion. And like, you know, sort of idea. So, strike fast and deadly using the momentum, it seems. It seems to be what he managed to do. Seems like an almost impossible from that range, given the angle, but I'm sure he could do it if Justin was moving forward towards the back and he decided to kick up with the back of his foot. He would smash him like that, I suppose. More realistic if he did it with both feet, the other foot being in the knee lock position. I don't know how his leg is bending to gain, because he's going to lose momentum once he bends the knee to the back, not the front. He's going to lose momentum on that, but either way, it does seem to clean hit by the looks of it, a very clean hit. So that ends the reaction, though. Was it a good chapter? I mean, the fight continues. It's not a good chapter. It's not a bad chapter. It definitely showcased that I really, really do want Justin to win, because this guy is going from bad to worse. I immediately didn't like the design because I'm not about these type of characters, that type of design. Unless they're abnormally badass or cool, generally I'm just like, why? And then at this point, given all of the way he's behaving and his attitude towards everything and his personality, you know how normally they say don't judge a book by its cover, like, you know, when people rate people like just based on physical appearance, it's like, yeah, but it's who they are inside sort of idea. Yeah, this dude I didn't like from the outside, and he's prettier on the outside than he is on the inside, so, you know, is what it is there. But anyways, that's it for my reaction. What do you guys think of the chapter, though? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Is there a particular reason you hated or loved this chapter in particular? Because I think it's just the fight continues. We learn a little bit more, maybe for better or for worse, about the bounty hunter. And that was kind of it. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you back here next Wednesday. Have a good one, everyone.